The woman burned every photo she had with her husband, then cut the red thread of fate they once tied together by hand. After that she ordered the destruction of her last frozen egg, and walked away from the home she had lived in for over 20 years. Meanwhile her husband, still unaware of anything, was happily preparing to marry his long-lost first love. When he tried calling his wife, he suddenly realized he had been blocked. That moment he completely panicked. He let go of the first love's hand, and rushed out to look for the woman, but it was already too late. What he didn't know was that the woman had lost all hope the moment she saw their wedding plans. She and her husband had grown up together. They had been in love for 20 years, but the night before their wedding, she saw him put her custom wedding dress on his first love, and drink a wedding toast with her, his face full of joy. The woman was devastated, and even more crushed when she learned from a friend that the first love was already 3 months pregnant. She remembered how she once saved her husband's life, stepping in front of a fatal attack for him, and delaying treatment so he could escape safely, which led to her losing the ability to have children. Now that had become the excuse he used to abandon her. Without hesitation, she called the hospital, and told them to destroy her frozen eggs. Then she returned home, burned all their photos, deleted every happy memory from her phone. At that moment, her husband, fresh from his wedding, sent her a couple profile picture, something she'd begged him for in the past but never received. Now he sent it on his own, but she already knew something was wrong. Sure enough, she discovered that he and the first love had already posted matching avatars. At that moment, the man she had loved for 20 years, suddenly felt like a stranger. When he fell asleep, she quietly took his phone, and found it full of maternity photos with the first love. Then she saw the woman's smug text, and her pregnancy report. Heartbroken, she booked a plane ticket to leave the country on their wedding day, and sent the first love a message, saying she would step aside and let them be together. The day before the wedding, she personally changed all the decorations, and even replaced the bride's name with the first love's. When the husband walked in, he noticed the wedding shoes were a size too small, and the bouquet had been swapped with gardenias, flowers his wife was allergic to. Sensing something was wrong, he asked her about it, but she casually brushed it off. He didn't press the issue, confident she would never leave him after 20 years of love. Just then his first love called, saying she had a stomachache. Worried for the baby, he lied and said he had to deal with work. The woman asked him one last time if he was really going to leave. He said yes, and walked away without a second thought. Watching him go, the woman knew he no longer cared for her at all, so she changed the wedding theme to pink, the first love's favorite color, then went to the backyard, burned all their photos, and sent the wedding address to the first love. On the wedding day, the husband showed up but couldn't find the woman anywhere. Only when the staff handed him the invitation did he realize the bride's name had been changed. He panicked, called the woman again and again, but no one answered. In desperation, he let go of the first love for the first time, and ran off to look for his wife. He even ordered a lockdown of every road and checkpoint, but the woman had already cut the thread they tied every year, and walked away from the temple without looking back.